Hello YouTube, this is the third part of my weight loss story. If you've been following the previous two parts, then great. If not, I would suggest you do have a look at them, since this does carry on from them. Thank you very much. In the first part of this series, I talked about the beginning of my journey, which began in December of last year. I spent a lot of time thinking about what I was going to actually do to lose the weight, and I have explained in some detail how I sort of went about doing it. But I think that there is one thing that I do need to emphasize about it, which is important, that I think if anyone who does want to lose weight is watching this, they need to kind of realize that losing weight is not easy. You may see a diet that says lose 10 pounds in 7 days guaranteed, easy weight loss, blah blah blah. It's all rubbish. It's not easy to lose weight. You have to fundamentally burn more calories than you eat, which seems fairly easy. But to effectively lose weight without causing your body to go into starvation mode or have any medical problems during this time, you do have to balance yourself very, very carefully. It's almost like you're on a knife edge. One way, you're losing too much weight too fast. Medically, that's probably not a good idea. The other way, you're not losing any weight at all. And either way, it's going to affect you. You've got to try and balance those two things. You have to eat enough, but at the same time, don't eat too much. It's difficult, and I found it very difficult, and it's one of those things that you do kind of worry about, I guess, when you're going through this process, because you think, am I eating too much today? Have I eaten too much? Have I eaten enough? And you do kind of worry. So it is tough. Before we go any further, I'm just going to show you a short clip of me acting like a complete idiot, which has relevance to this because it was when I weighed 17 stone, and to be honest, I hope it illustrates how much weight I have lost. And for me, I look at pictures of myself when I was overweight and I think, I wasn't that overweight, but I did need to lose some weight, and I'm glad I did. But I think that it's just, important just to see, because I think visually it really will help people understand, the change. Because I think sometimes what happens is, I keep saying I think as if sometimes what happens is, you're on a weight loss plan, you're on a diet, and it's been a month, and you look at yourself in the mirror and you think, I don't look any different. Now, that's the reason why I'm going to show you this clip, because if anything, it just illustrates that if you do stick with your diet and you do keep shedding the pounds, you will see a difference eventually. So here it is.
Well, frankly, I'm just scared the shit out of these people. These guys are tossing standing there just looking at the camera like, yeah, you want to start a fight? And I bet you they're like, yeah, virtually, I'm going to type my way to victory. With my 3 IQ, I'm going to damage you with the enter button. The enter button, you creepy bastard. You call me a freak. And they dare. They dare. 3 IQ.
Yes, well, that was all very fascinating. Very good historical evaluation of things. But, there is really change to be had. You've got to just stick with it. And my advice from this episode is to weigh yourself on a weekly basis. And don't get disheartened if for 1 week you haven't lost weight, because that is the worst thing you could do. You've got to maintain motivation throughout your entire diet. If, for instance, you put on weight 1 week, it is not then necessary to start binging on chocolate. You must sit back and go, I've put on weight this week, next week I will do better. And that is the key thing. And that is what I did, and that is why I'm here now, rather than that weirdo that you just saw in the other clip. Although, he was still me, just slightly larger. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope you learned something as well. Because not only is this a story about me, it's a story about you. If you want to lose some weight, you can. It is all in your mind. It is your power. You can lose the weight. And all you have to do is say, I want to. And then do it. Thank you, YouTube.